If I told you the next episode was competitive, who do you think it would revolve around?
Rainbow Dash.
All right. Is that your final answer?
Unless it was a competition for... I mean, typically it'd be Rainbow Dash, but if it was a competition in their strengths, then it would be any one of them.
But you gotta pick one.
All right, then I guess I'll go with Twilight.
All right, and we begin.
Ooh. Is this Nightmare Moon?
Could it be?
It's Twilight.
Luna?
I always want to call her Nightmare Moon.
She's not
May
bad.
I help you, traveler?
Oh.
Something drew you to my shop. Something powerful.
I want to shop.
That.
You have a keen eye. The Alicorn amulet is one of the most mysterious and powerful of all the known magic items. I'm afraid this is far too dangerous. Would you like that gift wrap?
It's a bunch of bits.
Yeah, it doesn't at all look evil.
Don't be scared, little friends. Twilight is wonderful with magic. Anything happens to them, Twilight, so help me.
Aw, don't worry, Fluttershy. Twilight's magic has gotten a lot better since she accidentally crushed me and Applejack with a giant snowball.
Puns!
Twilight, come quick! It's an emergency!
Run! Run!
You beast! This shade of brown should only be used for accents! Come on, Applejack! We've got to get her a nice, soothing pink.
Or by Girl Scouts.
Well. If it isn't Twilight Sparkle.
Do you remember Trixie?
Trixie.
Yes, I
What are
do.
you doing here?
You call that great and powerful?
And what's funny
Ooh, she's rainbow
is when you said competition, and
I'm surprised you picked.
I was actually thinking of that episode, and I was thinking how she kind of competed with all of them.
Yeah.
Hey, what happened?
Oh, that's horrifying. Oh gosh.
Can join.
Stop picking on my friends, Trixie. You and I have some unfinished business. My magic's gotten better since I was here last.
Is it the thing you bought that's made you better, maybe?
A magic duel. Winner stays. Loser leaves Ponyville forever. Hey, you're lucky a rock farm would take the likes of you.
Oh, that was
Now
cool.
I will revenge, and I just
So mean, but so cool. She just pulled a PC on
How
her.
could she breathe?
Maybe she's sniffing the inside of the trash can.
Oh.
All right, Trixie.
I love the comfort blanket. How ridiculous and extra.
If I lose, I won't set hoof in Ponyville again. But if you
Gotta fix that.
you're the one banished from this one-horse town.
Give her her mouth back. Jeez, I'm worried.
She has to breathe through her ears.
Wilhelm scream if you heard it.
What is it?
How'd they separate?
The great and powerful
She undid it.
Oh, I just did
Just
this.
forgot to do Pinkie Pie.
I blinked.
Still Pinkie Pie, no mouth, no nose.
An age spell? But how could you do an age spell? That's only for the highest level unicorns. Trixie is the highest level unicorn. And now it's time for you to leave
Ponyville. Forever!
How they supposed to get resources? You know, how's Applejack supposed to tend
It's
to
okay, guys. I'll
Applejack's?
figure something out.
You're thinking too
Take
complicated.
care of each other. And keep an eye on Trixie. There's something strange about her.
I'm over here like, will they run out of air? Do they have enough trees to produce oxygen in that? She's not in Ponyville.
of woe upsets me so. No wonder you're dour.
This is more
It's an
potion
abuse of
magic.
power.
I don't know what to do, Zecora. I feel
Which is
like I've
kinda
abandoned
just
my
science.
friends, but I can't take her on horn to horn.
If you train with me, so good you'll be, I'll show you the way to make sure she won't stay.
You'll train me in magic? But she was doing age spells, weather spells, you name it.
When it comes to magic, it would be tragic if some pony licked me, especially Trixie.
You really think I can beat her?
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna take it seriously, go home. But you can't go home because you've got an evil person.
I wonder how much more effort it takes out of, I forget the zebra's name.
Zecora.
Zecora, that's right. How much more effort it takes out of Zecora that she could put additional effort in had she not be rhyming everything. Oh, I have to make sure this rhymes with this
There
statement.
must be something. Twilight has every magic book there is.
This makes me want to read again.
Think I may have found something?
Yes, it's time for us to consider our futures in this new Trixie-led
No.
Ponyville.
This sounds an awful lot
Never
like
give up.
Trixie's magic.
She wants me to grow apples with no peels. Now, how the hey am I supposed to do that?
There's a picture here of that necklace Trixie
I still don't have a mouth.
amulet, and whoever wears it is blessed with untold.
Hey, every pony, look! This book has a picture of Trixie's necklace. It's called the Alicorn Amulet, and whoever wears it is blessed with untold powers.
If you read a little further, you'll see.
Even though it provides great power, it also corrupts the user.
Yes, but you can't.
You can't just take the Alicorn Amulet off her neck. It has a magical lock. Trixie's the only pony who can take it off.
Maybe.
We need to get this information to Twilight. She'll know what to do.
How?
If any of us try to leave, Trixie
Listen to her!
will tell her.
Maybe we should.
I've got it! Trying to sneak past the force field will be impossible without help. But I know who's got the goods to get into those woods.
It must be
Fluttershy! What?
What is safe, Fluttershy? Can you handle the mission?
No! I'll crack under the pressure. I'll snap like a twig. Perfect! Fluttershy will sneak out of Ponyville and find Twilight. But I...
okay.
Precious Bay.
I can't believe I didn't recognize the Alicorn Amulet. The more she uses it, the more it will corrupt her. But how am I supposed to beat that amulet? My magic's not good enough.
Twilight Sparkle, much work have you done. You learned all of my lessons, all but one. If Trixie's tricks have you in a fix, you must mix your magic and use the six.
Mix your magic, use the six. Mix your magic, use the six. Use the six, that's it! Zecora, you're a genius! Now we'll need to get you back inside Ponyville, Fluttershy.
Oh, Mayor.
Let's start with a simple age spell, shall we?
Let's.
Snips, snails.
Poor things. What are their parents thinking about all this? Like, seriously.
An oldie but a goodie. Now, let's see what your little charm can do.
No problem. Applejack, Rarity, could you help me, please?
Huh?
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 Oh, it really does work. I thought it was just a ruse.
Ho hum. So you can do an age spell. Big deal.
Magic!
That's impossible!
Magic!
That's nothing.
So, I'm guessing that's more like a spell and she used them like cantrips. I would be so excited.
How did you do?
I'm like the only person on the planet who
Ever
feels
seen
that way.
one pony play 10 instruments?
It's true though.
You're like, oh my god, I'm gonna hang out with myself all day! Give her nose back and mouth.
Ooh, one more. I can turn a mare into a stallion.
Oh my god.
Well, Trixie,
Magic!
looks like my amulet is more powerful than yours. Hey, give it back! With this amulet, I shall now rule all of Equestria! Witness my subject.
Something has to have been a trick. There's no way. This is too difficult.
She's winning!
Hey! I don't need that old alicorn amulet. I have this.
Stop it!
And by she, I meant...
That was supposed to make you writhe in agony. This amulet is defective. Give mine back.
Sorry, this is going back into hiding where it belongs.
In a shop.
The amulet around your neck? It's one of Zecora's doorstops.
She just
To
trained.
do those spells. No pony can do those spells.
You're right. Not even me. Zecora taught me so much about magic while I was in exile. She even taught me when not to use it. My magic alone wasn't powerful enough to take on the Alicorn amulet head-to-head. So I needed to use a different kind of magic. The magic of friendship. I also knew that the only pony who could get the amulet off your neck was you.
But what about the pony with the 10 instruments?
Oh, that's so...
That's not magic. That
So,
was just Pinkie Pie.
Applejack didn't change. It was just her brother.
Just think back.
So it was a ruse. A very clever ruse.
It's a design you don't normally see.
Trixie?
It's the least I could do. I treated you and your friends so horribly when I was wearing that alicorn amulet. I just couldn't control myself. You can forgive me, can't you?
Sure.
Oh, great. Don't you think the great, unapologetic Trixie is the most magnificent humble pony you've ever seen?
Cute.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. So you were being a little tricksy when you asked me at the start of the episode if I had to pick a competitor, and I said Rainbow Dash, and then I said, oh, Twilight. So I was kind of right, but
You
I was
were right,
but
and I was surprised.
but I
'cause
was-
I don't think she's very competitive most of the time.
She's not, no. But I wasn't. Because really, she wasn't being competitive here at all. It was very much, she really wasn't. It was very much Trixie. Trixie was the only one who was being competitive here.
So what are your feelings on Trixie? Because supposedly it's the amulet that was making her act bad. Like, she wanted the power, she craved the power, she got the power, but the amulet was making her want it more greedy, more whatever. So do you think it was just that? Do you think it's more of her personality tied in? What do you think of Trixie?
Well, I mean, I think she went definitely far out of her way for vengeance. And she went way out of her way to be the best. So yeah, I think even if it did make her more bad, the seed was already buried there. Yeah, it just amplified, I think, the badness within her, if anything.
Do you like her? Do you want her to come back? Do you think she will come back? Because we have seen her twice now.
As far as storytelling goes, outside of like moral lessons to be had, because we don't want I honestly think she's there just so that Twilight doesn't have to be the jerk.
Why would Twilight be the jerk?
Well, because in order for people to do bad behavior, or ponies to do bad behavior in these shows, they sometimes have to not be the greatest individual, and we don't necessarily want our main protagonist to always be that way. So there is a purpose to her.
I can see.
But if it wasn't for that, I would say she doesn't really serve a purpose because we already have a magical based pony.
Got it.
So in the sake of moral lessons to be learned through bad choices to be made that are unlikable but still redeemable, I like her. But if that wasn't part of the show, then I'd be like, get rid of that character because we already have a character that does that, you know?
Do you think, just thinking about all the elements of this, do you think the amulet will come back? Because we have now stowed it away.
I mean, I honestly at this point believe that everything that we see at one point or another will make a return because that is what I'm getting from this show in general. And I appreciate it because it's especially awesome because it says that even if this was made for adults and it's not originally at least.
Not originally, but it morphed into being an age-friendly.
Right. For a show that kind of works for also children, I like to think that the writers, just like any good writer, doesn't talk down to their audience and believes that they'll remember things, and that makes it much cooler to me.
Cool. Any other thoughts?
This is a fun episode. I liked all the craziness. It was also kind of horrific, which, you know, whenever you're messing with dark magic, it's really horrific. Especially, I have some major concerns about those two little boys.
Oh, Snips and Snails?
Snips and Snails. First of all, I have yet to see their parents or their caretakers, but I feel really concerned for those two and their parents. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you just merged. Can you imagine? It'd be like putting our foreheads together and then you're dragging me around. Horrifying. Horrifying.
Yeah, like when you live your whole life separate and then that happens. Because I'm sure some people live their lives like that, so you can't hate on them either. It's a different lifestyle, but it's to be that.
I didn't mean to put my foot in my mouth with that. What I really meant to say was horrifying because they have not been at all exposed to this, and suddenly they go from this to that and back and this, and it's just a constant messing with what you're used to. They're not adapted to it.
Here you go.
And that's horrifying.
Yeah. So thank you so much for fanning out with us.
Fans out!